We restore antique tractors, cars, and trucks here. And today we have a 1949 John Deere A that's came in for repairs. It's got, obviously you can see it's got a lot of leaks. We got to repair all the leaks and paint job and restore the tractor back to original. And when it came in, I wanted to run the tractor first to see where all the leaks were. And in that process, I found the carburetor is flooding over real bad, and I thought we'd show how it runs with the carburetor, with the problem it has, and then we'd take it apart and find the problem in it. I'm going to turn the fuel off and it should smooth out. See there? That's how it should run. I believe the float in the carburetor is full of fuel and is not shutting off the fuel. It's putting so much fuel through that it's actually coming out the main nozzle into the airstream where it shouldn't be pouring out. It should just be pulled in by the venturi of the carburetor. I'm going to take the carburetor off, take it over to the bench and open it up and check the float first and see if the float is full of fuel. If not, then we'll look at an issue if the needle and seat has a problem. Try to get rid of some of the extra fuel. If I didn't do that, there'd be a lot come out of it. So. I'm opening up the bowl of the carburetor to get to the float to check in there to see what the problem is with it. That's where the fuel comes in. We're going to have to get down in here to get to the float. Oh, there we go. A lot of crud too. You can see all the rust stuff. So there's been a lot of water in this thing. I want to get this float out of there. There's a rod that goes through here. I need to get that loose, but it's really stuck. We'll try plan B here. I'm just looking in there, just trying to see how bad the threads are and how bad it's rusted. That fitting is corroded in. This will get the seat out anyway. Yeah, that's the seat down in there. It looks pretty good. I think we'll try a little more. There we go. There's our float. It doesn't sound full. A lot of times you can hear the fuel slosh around inside. This is supposed to float to maintain the fuel level in the carburetor. If it gets stuff in it, gets fuel in it, leaks, then it goes down, it sinks and lets fuel flow through the carburetor way more than it should, all the way up through the main jet. And that's what we were seeing, was the fuel coming out the front of the carburetor. It's gonna need a complete overhaul anyway on the carburetor, but I want to determine what our problem was And looking at this, I think the float was stuck. If you look down in here, you can see that area right there. It looks like this float was stuck in the down position. It wasn't sinking, it just never did come up. It was stuck in this position. And where it should have came up like this when it was running and shut the fuel off to the right level. So that's what it looks like was the problem. Some of the aftermarket places will have everything you need. Sometimes you can only get certain things from John Deere. Just depends on what you're looking for. The carburetor kit is no problem to get through several different aftermarket places. So.